Hi there everyone, GuardianE here with another Azur Lane news roundup, and today we're going to be covering the upcoming maintenance on October 13th, along with some interesting figure announcements and other assorted merchandise. So first and foremost, the Swirling Cherry Blossoms event will be added into the War Archives on the global server. Along with this permanent addition, there will be a limited time raid-up banner for the event ships as usual, such as Suruga, Ryuho, Noshiro, and Kazagumo, so if you're missing any of those SRs, this might be the time to go in. I would recommend to at least do your daily pull on that banner if you are missing any of those ships. And while we're getting the Swirling Cherry Blossoms, Japan will be getting the Universe in Unison dropped into their War Archives with the accompanying Rate Up banner. So we will remain slightly behind the Japanese and Chinese servers in that regard. In addition to the Swirling Cherry Blossoms, we're getting a new mini-event called Heroes Adventure or Heroes Party. All four of the starters will be getting some JRPG-themed skins, clearly Dragon Quest inspired, with Javelin as the hero, Laffy as the mage, Ayanami as the fighter, and Z23 as the warrior. Some really great flavor and personality with these skins. Now, during this event, you'll have to collect hero coins by clearing some limited time missions, as well as clearing story stages from Chapter 3 onwards. So you can exchange those hero coins for a bunch of limited gear skins available in the shop. There will be a milestone reward system where you get prizes every 500 coins collected, and clearing the entire event will net you a limited furniture for the dormitory called Golden Hero's Sword, presumably resembling the big fish blade that Javelin is proudly hoisting to the heavens in her skin. Also dropping with the maintenance will be the pursuit of Graf Spee-Chan, or Lil Spee, whatever they decide to call her on global. You'll automatically acquire a provisional NPC copy of this baby ship when you first log in, and you must acquire friendship points within the allotted time by clearing story stages from Chapter 3 onward in order to permanently add her to your dock. As usual for events like this, if Spee-Chan is in the fleet when the boss is defeated on a stage, the friendship points you acquire on that stage will be doubled. This update should also be bringing the random secretary feature that Yostar revealed a few live streams ago. Essentially, it sounds like you can just toggle to random secretary ship when you're in the secretary screen, so that once per day whenever you log in, the secretaries will be shuffled among ships that are locked in your dock and regularly used. And every time you swap to and from the main screen, the secretary will also change from the ones that were selected for the day. So not exactly the skin randomizer that I was hoping for, but perhaps a step in the right direction. Maybe that'll come in a future update. They also confirmed that the next maintenance update after this one will bring alongside it a Halloween event and Halloween skins. I don't think anyone's shocked by that one. Given the timing, I would expect the next event to begin around the 27th of October. An Azur Lane set for the trading card game Vice Schwartz has been announced and is currently up for pre-order in Japan. For those unfamiliar with the card game, it was created by Bushiroad about 15 or so years ago. Features a ton of different intellectual properties as the various sets. I mean, the card game is essentially one ginormous collaboration, which is pretty neat, because you can essentially create a set for Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, versus Hololive, versus Attack on Titan, versus Persona 5, Persona 4, so it's pretty neat. Now, this isn't the first venture Azur Lane has had into the collectible card game market. Bushiroad created 2 Azur Lane sets in their Rebirth for You card game a while back. However, what's particularly notable about this announcement is that Vice Schwartz has a dedicated overseas presence, and Bushiroad does publish an English version of the game. So while pre-orders are open in Japan right now for the Japanese release, I'd anticipate an English version of the Azur Lane set being announced and available early next year. We might do a more involved video if and when that gets confirmed. On the figure front, lots of new announcements, particularly from the Chinese manufacturers. Apex has announced that they will be creating figures for New Jersey's wedding skin, Baltimore's race queen skin, and Noshiro's festival skin. Apex is a Chinese manufacturer, and while I've personally not purchased any of their figures to date, I've heard generally some pretty good things. They've got a lot to live up to with the New Jersey and the Baltimore here, so hopefully they deliver. If you recall that extravagant A-Gear figure revealed during the last Japanese livestream, it's 1/7 scale and will be manufactured by AC Toys. Now, the full Monty Collector's Edition is available through some Chinese sites, such as hpoi.net and bilibili.com for somewhere around $650 US, not including any shipping costs. And this version is allegedly limited to 500 to be produced worldwide. And if that's true, I'm not so sure they're going to open up pre-orders to Japan and the rest of the world, which to me is a little bit of a baffling decision. I feel like that's leaving a lot of money on the table. It's a little tricky ordering anything via proxy, and even more so from China. You could try your luck with Taobao or another proxy service if you really want this beauty with all of the rigging. Now that being said, the light version looks pretty fantastic and is about 24,000 yen or 160 US, and is currently available for pre-order at all of the standard Japanese import shops. Pre-orders have also opened for this 1/7 scale of Unicorn, both a light and heavy armament version by Wanderer, for about 18,000 yen and 22,000 yen respectively. Pre-orders are also open for this 1/7 scale of U110 in her cute Sharky Reverie skin, made by Rebos. Pre-orders for this are open for 20,350 yen. I'm personally not familiar with Rebos. This is the first figure that I've seen from them. They may be a Chinese manufacturer as well. Now, Wanderer I am more familiar with. They don't have nearly the volume of sort of the S-tier manufacturers out there, but I think they do have some pretty nice stuff. Maybe a little hit or miss. I will have affiliate links to HobbyLink Japan and Solaris Japan down in the description and in a pinned comment below if you are interested in pre-ordering any of these figures. If you'd like to support the channel, ordering from those links will feed my degenerate addiction, so thank you very, very much. But of course, these figures are also up on AmiAmi.com, Tokyo Otaku Mode, Hobby Search, and your online figure vendor of choice. And that about wraps up our Azur Lane news. It's more or less a continued reprieve for anyone still recovering from Musashi. Bear in mind that we are getting that Atelier Ryza collab in the next month or so it does pay to be prepared. Alright, well now, as is tradition, we are going to close things out by ripping through our daily light construction pulls here that I've just done as a means of doing our dailies throughout the rest of the week. Didn't really need to pull on anything specific, of course. And I don't really need anything from light construction, but would be nice to see a flash of gold or two. They did update light construction pool not that long ago, so... Matchless! Yeah, Matchless is one that you don't see all that often. That really congested elite pool means that there are a lot of faces in that elite pool that you don't often see, and there's going to be an Ellen M. Sumner. I was just talking about the fact that relatively recent additions to the light construction pool are in here, and we did get to see one of them, so here she is. Awesome! And then we're going to do another one for good measure, because today we need to do the daily for today, and see if we get anything of note. It's going to be an Urakaze. Let me know in the comments below what you're most excited about with the upcoming update. If you're going to be summoning on the banner, wish you the best of luck. Hopefully you all enjoyed, and if you did, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel if you would like more Azur Lane content. It really does help us out. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, let's protect those waters.